I finished school in 2 years. Yes. While working and also having a family. Yeah. I rarely slept home. And Calvin is my testimonial. Because how do you do that?
Yeah.
When I look back, I'm like, that was not normal. That was not. Because I took so many classes at the same time.
Oh.
Because I gave myself a deadline. I need to finish school latest in 2.5 years. And trust me,
You did.
I did. But the amount of gray hair I got around that time, around that time, because I was stressed every day. But my grade never came down. Because this time around I was determined to finish. Yeah. And then, continue to the next venture. But fast forward, life got easier, but that entrepreneur mind never left me. Yeah? So I went to employment, I work, I think about a project, almost coming to fruition, put it to the side. I can bet you I've thought like 15, 16 projects. And of those 15, none of them came to fruition. Or I could start and then not continue. Because you have to choose between money, feeding the family, or doing this. So, yeah, I think being an entrepreneur is the hardest job ever. Mm-hmm. Anyway, over time, I had what do you call it? I took my friend, let's say like this really business that really caught my attention. Simply because I thought it before, but I never even planned on it. I just had a small sketch. And the sketch I did was of having a bag, like a book bag. But I just wrote it down on a sketch and never thought big about it because number one, I'm not a brand. Number two, I don't have money. Number three, only those kind of businesses will be done by the elite. That's what we knew. We knew the likes of Calvin Klein, all these big designers. But when I look at their bags, I'm like, I think I can make a better bag using our African resources, authenticity. But I didn't have the resources. Oh, maybe that's what I thought. But later I came to realize you don't need all those. You just need an idea and you need to execute it. So fast forward, I flew to Dubai one time. And then I met this friend of mine in Dubai. He had this nice, beautiful Toyota Camry. Why do I call it beautiful and nice? If you saw his interior, it was spot on. If you saw the kind of, like, I don't know how to explain it, but if you sat in that car, you could not think it's a Toyota Camry. You could think you're sitting in a Rolls Royce, Lamborghini, this, call these Porsche cars. But from the outside is the Toyota Camry. I asked him, what did you do? He told me, hey, let me take you here. Who did my job? And then I immediately walked to that workshop. I was like, this is what you do? I want to learn this. And I told him, I want to learn this. He said, oh, I'll talk to my boss and, see if I say, I don't care what you'll talk, but I want a yes. That's the only answer I needed from him. Fast forward, 2 weeks later, he asked me, oh, I talked to my boss, let's go meet him. The guy, like not even his boss, the guy who made his car. So we met them, we were having a conversation. I was like, hey, you know what? I need to learn what you guys do. And that was the beginning of my chapter, trust me. From the day I stepped in that shop, I loved it. It took me like a year to learn just how to make a perfect stitch. Anyway, editor, you'll give them this picture. They'll see, what I do.
Yeah.
They'll maybe post for them this picture. Okay. But fast forward, I learned the trade. I became so passionate. I bought my own machines and started now replicating that. And over that period of time, I think we worked on different cars. We've made different stitches. We've changed interiors of cars. And I think that's how my entrepreneurial spirit, grew up. But, but remember sometime in our talk I said I'd sketched something in between?
Yeah.
By me now knowing how to run, how to do these leather seats for the car, remember what came back to my mind?
Those drawings.
The Africanness in us. What can I do from our African resources? Yeah. The drawing was somewhere, and trust me, I flipped through one of my junk boxes. That book was there with the drawing. I looked at it again. I said, you know what? This is a challenge for me.
Oh, yes.
I think I can do it. And guess what? The first design that I did, you can show them. That's the bag that I did for myself.
See
Look
that?
how it looked.
Oh. When he told me he did this bag, I thought, no, it's not possible.
Yeah.
But yes,
Yeah.
he
You
did
see, you
it.
see these, like, I'm telling you, and it was hand stitched. You see from the
Yeah.
inside. I was like, yeah, no, this was just the first design. And I thought, we have a lot of leathers in our country. Like,
Yes.
where do they go? So I started doing researches. From the researches that we could do, I asked myself, how do I get this material? And things that started running my mind, apart from running the upholstery business, which is my main business, and I love it. Maybe your viewers or my viewers will be able to, bring theirs. We
Yeah.
can take care of your interior. Because
Oh, yes.
number one, why I always think about this is for a lot of people who own a car, the car actually they spend more time in the car than in their house.
Yes.
Go do research. If you own a car, you'll be spending a lot of time in your car.
Yeah.
So I was like, if we make your car beautiful and nice, you'll want to be riding in that car and you'll treasure it. So we took that same concept, and mind you, can I take you back a while?
Yes, do.
All this that is happening is I'm using my school knowledge, what I learned in school, because in school they don't teach you how to produce. Because I went to school for industrial engineering and manufacturing, but all they give you is theoretical concepts, how to think in 3D, but really you don't have that hands-on. But with this skill that I learned, I was like, wow, what can I do with it? I brought my school knowledge now. I started thinking about designing this. I can do this design, but I'm like, will my customers like this? No. And then I asked my daughter, do you like this? That is the only validation I needed. When she told me, Daddy, that's good. That's all. I don't care what anybody else said.
Will say, it's perfect. That's
She
it.
loves it. I can make it for her.
Yeah.
That's all. So long as she loves it, maybe somebody else will like it. But number one customer for mine was my daughter. Once she loved it, I made her the first mocha. She liked it. I said, you know what? We can do this. So I went to these tanneries. I looked, different designs, different pieces of leather. And over time, I started making now wallets. And people were getting interested. Like, I could make one and I showed it to people like, who gave this to you? Like, oh no, I just made it. Okay, can I buy it from you? And actually, my first 3 to 4 wallets, they were sold, because that was my own wallet, but I sold it out because people were interested with it. And that is how now this company, now you see my leather, the car seat company, I decided now to open a company at large.
Yeah.
Now that will create employment, not only to me, but to the people working in that. And also the same company will produce these wallets and bags. That was the origin of this company, which I'm always now proud of. When you ask me, are you still an entrepreneur? Yes, I am. Now I envision myself, creating employment for different people. Um, in the midst of you know working for myself, having my own sewing machine in the house, because everything was in house, I asked myself, what will I name this company? Will we open, and my first thought was like, I want to make this company as much African as we can, not because it's produced by black people, no, because I want the originality, the materials we use, all of that is important from Africa. Everything we use comes from the motherland. And by that, I started out thinking, by buying this material from home, we're creating employment.
Yes.
So this bag itself, it might be just a small piece of bag, but behind it, it has employed hundreds of people.
Yes.
Why? By buying the material itself, that is somebody that we have employed.
Yeah.
By shipping it, that is somebody we've employed. By also, cutting it.
The team that works
Because
behind the scenes.
behind the scene, to just make this bag, or behind the scene, to make that leather seat for the car, it's a magnitude of people depending on that. And our items are now timeless.
Yeah.
Because these bags that we create, they will last.
You have such an inspiring story, and I'm so glad to hear that. But if I may ask, how do you intend to make sure your product stands out and sells itself as against the other ones in the market?
Lady, one thing I think about us, we decided to build a brand just like the rest of the people, because we've looked at the markets. There are not that very many African brands that are made by us. So I decided actually to incorporate my engineering skills and designs into the brand, so that now we have our authentic African brands. So I wanted to infuse, our authenticity into our products.
Wow, that's interesting.
And that's the thought-provoking. That's what went into our designing process when we're putting these bags together. We just don't want to give you a bag, but we want to have a timeless bag that has a story behind.
Wow, this is amazing. The fact that you're promoting this whole African product and our resources, this is very good to hear. So let me ask you, will this product be for only the African market?
So let me just take you back. When we say we want to infuse the Africanness in it, it's not like we are making for the Africans, but we are making this. We're creating a brand, a name for generations. We want our kids to know, we can make it in life. We just want to pass this generational wealth like everybody else by having an imprint. When you look at our African continent, we have millions of resources.
Lots of them.
But do we utilize them? No. What happens? People come, import it, go outside, add value, sell it back to us.
That's unexpected.
As a brand.
Yeah.
And we pay top dollars for these products that came from our soil. So by the way, did we say the Did I tell you that we decided to name this our brand after my kids?
Oh,
That's something I forgot, but because
wow. They must be so happy and excited.
I don't-
Imagine my father doing something and naming it after me.
they
Yay!
they don't even know that. But you know, when I looked back, you look at these big brands. It's a name of a family.
Yes.
They're Calvin Klein. That is a person. Look at Lamborghini.
Yeah.
It came from a product. I can't remember exactly how they were named, but I know for generations, these the established brands, they always go after their family tree. So
Yes.
I was like, if I can name this brand after something that can imprint generations, it will inspire a lot.
Yeah.
So we use our resources, and also it's made by us. If we said, because we trademarked this brand to represent our Africanness in it. So that's why you see we want to make a product that will not only stand the test of time, right from our bags
Yeah.
to the car seat that we design. We are sure we just don't work for quality, but we work for customer satisfaction. Because if you're not happy, we'll come and redo everything for free.
That is good to know.
So if we can guarantee you that what we are sending to you is what we said, trust me, it's what you get.
It's a value for the money.
It's exactly. Because we've been sold for expensive shoes. When you look at them, you're like, damn, they don't even stand a chance. But what we are doing, like the brands themselves, they will stand test of time. So that's what we look at.
That is great. Now, are you ready to hear the name of this brand? Are you ready? Let's go.
You putting me on a big spot. Come on.
Yeah.
But anyway, so
Are you ready? Are you ready for the name of this brand? Let's hear it.
Why? Why are you doing this to me again, lady?
We need to know.
So we decided to name the brand itself as Nimash.
Nimash.
That is Nimash. Nimash. Simple, clear, and precise.
Yes. Yes.
So this one came from a collection of their names.
Wow. Wow.
That's why it's very, very important to me and also to the family. So it's not only a brand that creates products, but also it's a treasure.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
It is a treasure. You've been talking about being passionate about it and being an entrepreneur. That is great. Have you encountered any challenges as you began this journey?
Talk about challenges. Of course, a lot of challenges. Let me piggyback. The first challenge I encountered as an entrepreneur is the setback when I was in high school. My business was closed down.
That business was done illegally.
No.
Illegal business in school.
It was not illegal. Per se, it was legal from the student view.
Yeah.
But from the teacher's view, they were demoralizing entrepreneurship.
Yes.
If you look at it, if we were encouraged to do that, probably like right now we could be millionaires and billionaires.
Okay.
But anyway, so that was the first knockdown of business. So my first business failed when I was in high school. The rest of the challenges is actually the discouragements that I received from friends. Because I know the first time I designed a prototype and showed it to friends, they were like, do you think this will go anywhere? I don't think it's the right idea for you. Go back to a blue collar job.
Oh, that's heartbreaking.
It was, but I was like, so long as my daughter validated the idea, hey, I'll just keep pushing. I remember one time I went to look for investors to the company.
Yeah.
I borrow here money and nobody's like, I try to pitch, they're like, ha, entrepreneur.
Then they would sarcastically tag you.
And then they look at me, then they keep going. So I don't get money. So then one friend of mine told me point blank, I don't want to waste my money because it might not come back.
Oh,
That
this is
broke
sad.
it is. It broke my heart. Because after all that effort I stood to explain all this, and then just to tell on my face like I don't want to lose money, I felt heartbroken.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I got the motivation. You know?
Yeah.
So I went harder. I had little cash, but I scrapped here and there to get the original materials. But the fun fact was when I designed the first bag, and then I did the second bag, and the third, because I did it in-house.
Yeah.
I was like, I think I'm overstretching. Maybe that friend was right, because nothing sold. Because remember, I could show it to different people, and then a month later, one person bought the bag in
Wow.
cash.
How did that make you feel?
Leave alone the feeling. I just went home. I looked at how much I sold the bag. Remember this bag it was pricey.
Yeah.
It was really, really pricey. But somebody paid. The amount of money they paid, I couldn't believe that they really paid for that. Even when I finished like learning in the car upholstery business.
Yeah.
That was another one. I had the materials, so I knew, I know how to design now, I'm ready to conquer here.
Ladies and gentlemen, our time is fast spent. We have to close for today. But I am bringing you part 2 of this next week. Do you want to know why Jeff decided to retire even before age 50? Do you want to know those dark moments Jeff spent alone and those times that Jeff felt, I want to quit? Do you want to know those emotions behind these products, those tears and those challenging moments? Do you want to know something about Jeff's family and why he chose to use his children's names? Hey, more of this will be coming on your screen next week. And I am going to leave Jeff's social media handles in the bio. Do well to follow him and see you same time next week. Bye for now.